Getting zero footage of this trip to the river, but man, are we working. Sweating like crazy. It's gotta be 80 degrees out. Got Old Faithful and a whole mess of plywood. I did this a little less than this the last trip. Got down to the beach and there isn't a beach. It's like another foot or two of water up. The landing's just straight sticks and fast moving river, so I'm gonna have to jump in knee deep and wrestle it in, and that sucks, but we got to get all this wood in and it should be enough to sheathe the entire house and deck the roof. So big boy going down. Let's do it. See ya. Okay, I'm back at the river property. You guessed it. Water's higher. Everything's a lot greener. As you can tell, it makes getting in here a little more difficult. I've been moving in all the material for sheathing and the roof decking. I basically burned an entire day getting that on the raft, getting it down the river, struggling to get to shore, getting it on shore, and then repeating. But this is how I left it a few weeks ago, and it looks exactly the same. I saw a few little spots of what was probably water building up on the deck, but in general, man, this thing looks great. Like phenomenal. There's just dust in it. Super excited. Happy I caulked everything up. Got myself some new saws and a couple materials to help with the sheathing, and the big advancements are I bought these cheap little Black & Decker power tools so I can at least rip plywood. I still am gonna handsaw my 2x4s and stuff just so I don't stress the little guy out, but got that, even an electric chainsaw to help clear up the path a little bit. So I think that'll be pretty critical in getting all this sheathing up and decking the roof, which I'd like to do a little bit of each before tomorrow. Again, you guessed it, there's another thunderstorm. It's going to dump down rain, so I want to leave the tarp intact as much as possible. You can see here, I just threw a couple 2x4s down to help the water wick off while I was gone for a couple weeks. So I've got 4 rafters here, and the 1, 2, 3, 4 that are going to protrude out on the gable ends 2 feet. So I've got some framing and a little precarious work to do up there to get those on, but once they're there, I'm going to throw these joists up and make myself a little bit of scaffolding so I can get up on the roof that much easier and try and put some roof decking on. And if I can do all that today, I would be pretty psyched. We'll see how it goes though. Getting these things in is freaking crazy. These are just 3/4, just over half. What are they? 1932 or something like that for the roof decking, and about 3/8 for the sheathing. So I'm excited to see it get rigidified and start looking a little more like a cabin. So I've been trying to dial in my rafters so that I can order this roof. We're gonna do a metal roof. More on that later. But I wanted to get exactly how long my rafters were from the ridge board and plumb cuts, and just really get a more accurate figure of what I wanted these to look like. So on the higher end, I went with I don't know what the overhang is exactly, but 16 inches from the edge of the top plate out. I would make a mark and then drop a plumb line down. My pitches are like 4.7, 4.6 to 12 for the upper and 8-12 for the steeper part of the roof. I threw a couple lines on and they look pretty good, so I was just going to cut a couple. I've got my actual measurements for the Rafters so I can order metal roofing, and then we'll move on, start getting to the sheeting and everything. Yeah, so that was the very first cut I did, actually, on a 2x4 with this guy. I did one off camera. But it actually worked pretty good. It's kind of a struggle getting through 2x4, but I think it's gonna rip. Plywood's super nice. So, like I was saying, these overhangs are gonna be a little bit longer than the steeper pitch of the roof. Will only be a foot, and this will be kind of the deck area. So I think that'll look nice. And then on the gable ends, it'll be 2 feet out. I think that should be good. Maybe it'll be 2 feet. I've changed my mind every time I've come back and actually put my hands on it. So that's it. Anyway, I got all the rafters done. I don't have the lumber for the 2 gable ends. Actually, I'm going to keep my 16-foot 2x6s and put those on as joists to help me get up there. And depending on how much of the roof I do get done, I'll be able to go and retrofit rafters under the overhangs. I'll just leave it out there. Not too worried about it, but it's going to be a little artsy, that's for sure. Coming along. There you have it. First wall up. I figured I'd just put a couple up to kind of rigidify the thing if I'm going to be climbing around on the roof and nailing and all these things. So I think I'll do the corners, maybe a couple low guys in here just to help stabilize everything from racking around on me a little bit. And those are the light ones to bring in, so that just feels good. But we'll get a couple of those up and then start working on the loft area here so I have something to stand on. And I haven't quite mapped out how I want to get my roof decking up there and where to go first to make it easier and things like that, but definitely going to give that some thought because it's a little precarious up there, even putting the rafters up. So getting on top of there or around there, it's going to be a little bit of a chore, but feeling pretty good. Here's the loft starting to extend out. This hat's actually about as tall as I am now that I look at it, so kind of a low ceiling into the kitchen, but plenty of headspace. And I just blocked this guy real quick to give it a little, it's having a little wiggle, but also to give it a little extra support. So I've got like a total of 10 screws in between the blocking and tacking it into the studs, so it's pretty dang solid and perfectly level. Whoa. And as tempting as it is to just throw another joist on right here that's already at the right height and run it across, I think I'm gonna bring the joist out to this far wall right here, which is where the pitch of the roof changes, and then I think that running across all the way and into this open loft space will serve as like a little fascia piece, kinda. So then any of the flooring can go up to that and probably look pretty good and give those extra 3 inches in the loft. Might be critical. It's not too big, but you can start to see there's a pretty good amount of room over there. Crawl around and sleep room anyway. It's looking good.